Hi, my name is Bob Spurzum. I'm a Senior Product Marketing Manager with EMC. Today I'd like to talk to you about the benefits of combining EMC SourceOne with EMC Data Domain. EMC SourceOne is one of the market-leading email archiving solutions. It supports, of course, your email, shown here, Microsoft Exchange, and also IBM Lotus Notes, of course, Windows File Shares, and also Microsoft SharePoint Content Repository. So perhaps you're already using SourceOne or you're considering it for your email archiving use, and that's shown here. Now we're going to talk about EMC Data Domain. Data Domain is one of the market-leading backup appliances, and perhaps you're already using it today for your backup. If you do, then you already understand very well the benefits of Data Domain, and they're shown here on the right. The three ones are key with storage cost reduction, with its very efficient storage with deduplication. Very, very important benefit of Data Domain. It has DR protection with its built-in replication when you pair up two Data Domain systems. And finally, we've added compliance support for protection of your data integrity. That's also a third and a very important benefit. So perhaps you're using Data Domain, or I've just introduced it to you, but as a backup appliance, it has excellent benefits. But perhaps you haven't considered it as storage for your archiving application here, such as SourceOne. And let's delve into how we do that, first of all. Well, Data Domain, in addition to supporting the VTL and other common backup protocols, also has a CIFS share. And it's this share that we define and connect with SourceOne to store archive data. And that's built into Data Domain. It's there for your use, and this is what enables this solution. Now, SourceOne has a feature called archive folders, also called business folders, and these are very unique. And let's talk about them for a second. To define an archive folder, you first of all decide what content goes into the folders. So this can match your business needs. Perhaps you have data from a given department, say finance, that you want to store together from these three sources. Or you want to just pick one single content, say just email, and store it together. Or maybe you've had a legal discovery case and you want to keep that data in a single folder. So those are all just three simple examples of how you can define the folders. Then finally, each folder, you define its retention period, how long you want to keep the data. It could be for years, of course, or indefinitely. That's you define that. And then you point it to a storage location, and that's where we would point it to Data Domain, shown here. Now, there's some important benefits of putting your archive data here on Data Domain. And the first one, storage cost. I think you're already thinking ahead of me, and you can imagine, well, I'm already backing up these same applications to Data Domain separately through my backup application. But isn't that the same data that SourceOne is migrating into its storage tiers? Well, the answer is yes. So that data is going to dedupe very, very efficiently on Data Domain. So storage cost of combining your archive data on the same appliance as your backup data, we're going to reduce your storage footprint. Now with the DR protection, if you set up replication with Data Domain, now you've got full protection of that data, and your data on Data Domain does not need to be backed up again. It is kind of your storage of last resort. So here, I guess to make this point, it's a good one. When the data goes into Data Domain, it is backed up. You don't have to back it up again, and that was a big cost savings because your archiving application normally is going to store that data on some other storage, say SAN or NAS, and then that has to be backed up, and there's a cost attached to that. So having data on Data Domain, both the dedupe and not having to back it up, is a major cost savings. And finally, on compliance, we know that this archive data, whether it's for regulatory compliance or legal discovery, legal evidence, has to remain very secure. You have to be able to prove it, and that's the compliance support that's also available with Data Domain. In summary, today I've talked about the benefits of combining EMC SourceOne with EMC Data Domain. We talked about three important areas. namely in storage cost. Reducing that storage footprint with deduplication is just a very, very important benefit that you'll gain by combining your archive data with your backup data on Data Domain. The disaster recovery protection is equally as important. And with Data Domain, you have built-in replication, so that data is fully secure in Data Domain. It does not need to be backed up again. Again, a very important benefit. And finally, we know the importance of keeping data secure and be able to prove that it hasn't been tampered with. This is our compliance benefit, and Data Domain provides this as well. If you want to learn more about these two products or all of our archiving solutions, I'd urge you to visit www.emc.com/archiving. Thank you very much.